Okay, so I tried to do the whole fancy YouTube thing, but then I wanted to create a logo, and I wanted to do all this other extra shit because y'all know I'm extra. But it wasn't happening, so I'm going to answer questions, and I'm going to give my experience, how I was going to do it on YouTube instead of in Hassan's car. Hi, Shauna. On Facebook Live, which I pretty much don't like. But, alright, so this is what I look like now. They took, today was my follow-up visit. I had it done yesterday. And what I had done was Smart Lipo procedure. Smart Lipo is not a tummy tuck. A tummy tuck is invasive. A Smart Lipo is not invasive. They make little punctures. They stick a laser cannulus in the area. They melt the fat and they suck the fat out. You are able to resume your life, however you lived it, within 4 to 7 days. So, I decided that I wanted to get this done. I'm 23, and I've been wanting to get rid of my stomach since I was like 13. Because, okay, so a little back history. The women on my dad's side are like brick houses. When I tell you original Nicki Minaj shape, like they got top, bottom, curves for days. No stomach. And yeah, so they got that. So on my mama's side, y'all aunties did not take offense to this. But they got the whole apple-shaped egg, muscular arm, muscular legs, fat stomach thing going on. So me and my sister, since we got the best of both worlds, she has an amazing body, my little sister. I mean, abs, ain't worked out, ain't did shit. Just was born with abs, and she got a nice ass shape. I, on the other hand, I got the Dismukes facial features, thank God, because I'm sorry, but the Colemans, y'all ain't that cute. But I got the Disney face features, and I got the boobs, and I got the thighs, and I unfortunately got the damn stomach. So I've tried everything to get rid of my stomach. Literally, from the time I was 13, it was nothing that I did not try, from food to exercise, whatever. So when I finally moved down to Atlanta, where there's a lot of heels and cars, and it's a lot of stuff to see, I was walking a lot, I was eating better. That's when I became a pescatarian, and I dropped 60 pounds. With the help of Shanti's Insanity, I dropped 60 pounds in like 3 months. Kept it off for 2 years. Then, me being the girl that I am, decided to get on fucking birth control and fuck all of it up. And I ended up gaining 35 pounds from the birth control, and then I lost my best friend, a very, very good friend, Crystal. That put me through depression. I was already depressed because I lived out here by myself. Not really bad depressed, but just kind of sad because I missed my friends and stuff. And so I'm an emotional eater, so where there's a tear, there's a bag of hot Cheetos to comfort me. So I finally just messed everything, all my progress up, and I gained like a good, out of the 65 pounds that I lost, I probably gained about 30. And then I'm always either losing 10 or gaining 15. Like I'm always going back and forth, back and forth. So in 2015, because Destiny had moved down here with me by that time, I had started back going to the gym, actually being serious about what I ate and stuff like that. And I had started to slim down and getting back to my natural, what I like. Goal was to never be skinny. I have 2 goals for my body. One, I want to have a fucking neck. See this? Yes, I need to have a neck. Because I just feel like you can't talk shit to people if you ain't got no fucking neck. So I needed a neck, and I needed to be able to see my own vagina. I'm not about to argue with nobody who can't see their own pussy. I'm sorry, I'm not about to do it. So those are my body requirements. I have no specific numbers, no specific measures. When I look down, can I see my vagina? And when I look up, can I see my neck? That's all I need to worry about. That's all I need to know. So those were my weight goals. And yes, I did tell my doctor those words verbatim. They can pick the numbers out themselves. So when I got those things that I wanted. My stuff, everything came to play. I got my neck, but the vagina was still being worked on. So I looked and I'm like, well, my stomach at the top was really, really flat. And then if I put on a waist trainer, I got the whole Jessica Rabbit thing going, except everybody know I don't got no ass. I know I don't have an ass, people. I know. But I never heard no complaints about it. Anywho, so who was these people? Oh no. So I went back to Insanity. I went back to working out. I used to walk Stone Mountain every weekend, and like traditional Disney's family, I was building muscle everywhere. I was building muscle in my arms. My arms were toned up. I had good back definition. I had good thigh definition. My booty, I was getting muscle in my booty, so it gave the illusion that I had something or whatever. But the damn stomach would not go nowhere, specifically my lower abs. So one day, this girl I was friends with was like, why do you go through all this stuff, changing your diet and this, that, and third? Just do what everybody else do. Go get it sucked out. And I'm like, bitch, who got some money? Who got some money to go be getting, cosmetic surgery or whatever? And I was thinking, like, typical black people, we don't do that. We don't do cosmetic surgery. Well, guess the fuck what? I did it today. So it was, by this time, it was like, it was May-ish. So I was looking at YouTube videos and seeing like a lot of people and how they, first of all, who go and get these surgeries, because nobody is really open about these surgeries. Like, they lie and tell these girls that they worked for these bodies, and they did not work for these bodies. So I'm like, who go and get these surgeries? So all the surgeries that I went to go see, I was seeing like people who got full tummy tucks and stuff like that, which does include lipo. But I'm like, and Brazilian butt lifts for people who want big booties. Now, as mentioned before, I don't want big booties. And since I live in Georgia, big booty is a whole nother different definition of what the fuck a big booty is. Like, people down here be having whole homes on their backs. And I was never that girl. I'm not trying to be that girl. It's okay. I don't want to have a big booty. I am okay with my Jessica Simpson styled body. So, I decided to, so I was looking at the YouTube videos and I looked at this lady. She was in Georgia and she was black, and that's not me being racist, but I did want to see black people, black women with these surgeries, because I wanted to make sure that the doctor who did their surgeries was okay with contouring to the black woman's frame. And her Dr. Cochran, I think he was all the way in West Bumblefuck, Georgia, down there in the country. And I'm like, I'm not about to drive through Ku Klux Klanville to go get no damn tummy tuck, and I'm drilled up on the way back, and something happened to me. So I didn't choose him. And then I went on realself.com. Now, realself.com, for anybody who's looking to get any type of procedure done, is T. It's like all the doctors. You have to be of a certain pedigree to be on this website, and they tell you about all their credentials. They get real reviews and all this stuff. So I was looking and looking. I still didn't find anybody that I was comfortable with or traveling close to willing to travel to go get them. All the good doctors was either in LA or New York or Atlanta. Since I'm already in Atlanta, of course I was going to choose Atlanta. But LA doctors had some very good results, but that was too damn far, and New York was super expensive. So my friend Sierra, she told me about this lady she heard about on the radio named Dr. Andrews. I mean, not Dr. Andrews, Lord, what I'm saying. Named Dr. Whitaker at Atlanta Face and Body. And at first I'm like, well, if she got to put commercials out, the bitch can't be that good. But she actually was like the best. So I went to her website, I read her credentials, I Googled her name, and I decided to go with her because she had no malpractice suits. Every last single one of her reviews on every medical review website that I looked at they were all happy with their service. She did like over 40 facelifts in the last 2 years, never had a complaint. So I finally made an appointment back in June to do a free consultation. So I went and did I went and did that, and I went in there with all my little research and my knowledge, and I'm like, boom, I want a tummy tuck. How much is it? She asked me a couple of questions. She said, well, tummy tucks are really drastic. You know, you got a lot of wait time. You can't just get up and go back. Like a tummy tuck, you need about a good month or two off before you can really get up and move. And then you're still not going to get your full results until 6 months in. You'll be a great candidate since you're only 23 for Smart Lipo. So I went and I YouTubed to look up what Smart Lipo was. And that's with the cannulas and the laser and all of that. So I said, okay, well then how much is that? She first priced me at $8,000 because I wanted my, I'm sorry y'all if I'm not answering questions. So she first priced me at $8,000 because I wanted my flanks done, I wanted my upper abs done, and I wanted my lower abs done. And she did $8,000. But then, you know, being me, I'm like, well, I see other people getting whole damn tummy tucks to $5,000. Why we can't do that? So then she pushed it down to $6,000. So then, the job that I was working at the time, I ended up quitting one job because I was just tired of going there every weekend, dealing with stupid shit. So I quit that, and I had another good job, but then something else happened, and I ended up being fired. And it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. But anyway, so I'm like, well, I had to tell her that, like, hey, I'm a college student. I got books and stuff to buy. I got rent to pay. I have savings, but my savings is for my livelihood, not really cosmetic surgery. So I think I'm going to have to wait. So she was like, well, I'll work with what we can get for $3,000. How about that? Cool, because that still was in my budget, and that means that I get to get my damn fat taken out. So the only thing that really bothered me about my body was the lower part of my stomach. Because like I said, I eat good. I don't eat red meat. Even when I do eat fast food, I'm really just a carb junkie. So I'm a smash on some potatoes, fried, mashed, however I can get them. But other than that, I eat white meat. I don't eat the ham, hocks, and chillings and all that shit. I don't like salt in my food. Sorry, black people. I prefer to eat just Mrs. Dash in my food. Like, I kind of like my food bland. I don't know where I get that from. I do. So, I'm able to maintain my weight, but it was just, like, when I sucked my stomach in, it was this layer of fat that was just sitting right above my vajayjay that just really got on my fucking nerves. Like, I don't care what kind of Spanx I wore, whatever. It just, if I wore Spanx, it pulled it up, but it made me look pregnant, or it made me look bloated. And I'm just like, I don't like this. It has to go. So I bust my ass doing all types of squats, lunges, climbing mountains, just doing everything. And that row of fat just never left. So that's how I ended up just going ahead and going forward with the lipo. Now, as far as the actual procedure, mind you, I just got this yesterday, and I am clearly walking around. I don't have any pain. The only pain that I felt was when she was injecting my stomach with the numbing stuff. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. So this is how Operation Day went. Me, my baby Destiny, and my baby Queen, we got up at 8 o'clock, drove from Decatur, went to Marietta. We sat in the room, we was just talking. They had me sign some papers. They had me, not like, you know, if we fuck up, we not responsible papers, but just papers saying that I paid this amount of money and I expect to pay this amount of money afterwards, a month, financial agreement, pretty much. So then, a nurse came in, she took my weight, she took my before and after pictures, and then they asked me if I had any allergens. I do, penicillin. So they switched my medicine, my sedations, they switched it according to that allergen. So I took all these pills. I took a total of 8 pills. I had 2 Valium, 2 of something else, 4 of some type of antibiotic or something equivalent to penicillin. So then they got me up. I left my friends. We said goodbye. I walked to the back room. She sterilized my stomach, and she she was just talking to me, like we were talking about school, talking about this nurse, not the doctor yet. We just talking about where she's from, where I'm from, and she was just so proud of me because she said that she never seen somebody so young and black doing this procedure. The nurse was black, before y'all go crazy and say I was cooning. I wasn't motherfucking cooning. The lady was black. But yeah, so she laid me down on the table, and then by that time she kept talking to me. I fell asleep. I only woke up once, and that was when the doctor pinched my stomach to put the numbing cream in there, and it kind of burned a little. But that's the only time I woke up, really. I didn't feel any of the cannulas or the laser. I just felt her arm. I saw her arm going like this, like as she was getting off the fat or whatever. I don't think, can you insert pictures in here? I don't know if you can insert pictures in here, but I'm gonna post a picture on my page of the 4 liters of fat that she took out, and 3.5 of those liters were of just my bottom stomach alone. So I knew I wasn't crazy. I'm like, because this should not be here. Like literally, y'all, I could suck in my stomach and it would be completely fat, and then that fat would just sit down at the bottom of my stomach. It was disgusting looking. As disgusting as it's about to look in this cup that I'm gonna show y'all, that's how I felt looking at it on my motherfucking body. Like I just did not want it there. But my overall experience was great. I had no nausea. I woke up. It's a lot of leakage. Can you see that? So that's a thing that's been happening for the last 24 hours. From me sitting up, standing up, is inevitable. It's going to happen. It's nothing I can do to make it not happen. I went through 2 sheets. I went through 2 sheet sets. Endless amount of leggings. I have to wash my whole linen closet of towels. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of leakage, but that's fine, because if it wasn't a lot of leakage, then I would be, I'd be a little scared, because that means it's still stuck up there. But other than that, I don't feel any pain. Like the YouTube videos that I watched was mostly of like strippers and stuff getting done, and I'm not judging. Because if this body look right enough, my ass will be doing amateur night somewhere. But they didn't really give no detail. They was just like, yeah, girl, and she came and got me snatched. Like, no, that's not how you answer people's questions. So most of the people was like, oh, the pain afterwards feel like you on your period, but 10 times worse than that for the first 3 days. I have had 0 pain. The only time I even felt a little bit of fire burning was around my navel, and that is when I woke up, and that's because the numbing cream was who is this? Oh, that's because the numbing cream had worn off by that time. But that's when I took my hydrocodone, and when I tell you that was the best high of my life, like I literally took it, and 2 seconds later it was just like, like I went right back to sleep, and I woke up at 8 o'clock. Destiny came and changed my diaper. She's such a sweetie. And she gave me a bowl of cereal. Like, she was really, like, her and Queen, oh my God. Like, I got up from the operation table, and I was, like, crying, and they thought I was in pain. And my ass, I'm like, no, I just feel like I'm gonna cry. I feel like I'm gonna cry. But I was already crying. And I was just like, I love them so much. They help me a lot. I don't know if it's because of the drugs. I'm not a crier or an emotional person. I'm the type of person where if I like you, I'll probably pinch you or something, not really hug you or nothing like that. So when the drugs was in, I just really was really grateful that I had friends like Queen and Destiny. And Destiny probably gonna kill me, but this morning I had so much bulkage around. Like I had 3 drying towels on. And I had 3 drying towels on, and I had the corset things that they gave me. I had 2 of those on, and I really couldn't reach anything down there. Y'all, Destiny wiped my vagina. She wiped my vagina after I peed. If that ain't a real motherfucking friend, I don't know what is. But anyway, so yeah, like she basically bathed me this morning, and it was just, my whole little experience was just amazing. Like so if I gain weight, which, oh, that's another thing, another question that I got. If you gain weight, will it be in those same areas? No, they have completely eliminated those fat cells in those areas. So if I gain weight again, it's going to be somewhere else, but it would never be, excuse me, it would never be in that area again. And if I do have to go back and get something else done, which I highly doubt because I don't really gain much, I don't gain weight anywhere else but that area. But if I did have to go back, I would definitely go back to her. And her customer service was amazing. Like, she called me, the doctor called me that night from her cell phone to make sure to see if I need anything. Did she want me to have her stop by? Like, it was just an amazing experience. And I was in and out of there for it to be as big of a section for her to do. Like, I think it took like 4 hours. Yeah, because Destiny and Queen went to the mall while I was in there and everything. And it was painless. I didn't feel worried. I didn't feel anything. As far as how I paid for it, I think I told y'all I came up with half the money myself. And then they financed the rest for me with no interest, which is really important because a lot of places don't do that. And if they do the financing in there, they charge you hella interest. But most people who got it done, they go through care.com, and care.com is basically like a credit card for people who need some type of medical procedure done. So you can only use that credit card at that, like, in a medical way. You can't just use it any kind of way. The other option is Prosper Healthcare, where they deposit the money to a debit account and you can use it for anything. So let's say if you flew to Atlanta, you can use that. You can put in your plane ticket, how much the surgery costs, how much the medical stuff costs, and how much your hotel or wherever you're going to stay at costs. You can put that all tallied up and then apply for a loan with Prosper.com. And if your credit's good enough, of course, they'll deposit the money into your debit card, and that's how you can pay that off. But I would do my way if you could, and that's find a facility that is going to finance it half for you with minimal or no interest, and just come up with half the money, if not all the money, on your own, because it's a better financial decision. But I will say that I'm so happy. This was my 23rd birthday present to myself. It was August 17, 2016. So yeah, it took me a couple of months to get it paid off, but I am happy, and I'm happy with my results. And this was the size of my regular stomach, just my regular stomach before the surgery, and it's swollen right now. So imagine when it gets unswollen, how flat my stomach will be. Super happy. But thank you all for, the people who was curious, even those who was judgmental. I don't give a fuck, because guess what, after you drop your kids and your shit get the sagging, mine's gonna be still sucked up. But thank you guys. You have a good one. Bye.